Hey lads and ladesses, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm Luke from Evershape 3D, and today, carrying on learning simple tools through our program OnShape. So we learned how to make a square and a cube. Learned how to make a simple table, and we also learned how to make a very simple light uh, table lamp. So today we'll move on, do something a little bit more difficult, but something that I think will be also very useful for in the future for creating different three-dimensional models. And today we're going to design and draw a gear, a three-dimensional gear, something that can be used for RC models or robotronics and things like this, something very simple that can be changed and modified to fit your needs. So let's move over to the program. And here we are in the open screen of OnShape. So we're just going to come up here. We're going to click, we're going to create a new document. And for me, I'll make it an RC car gear. Here, we're going to create that one. And it's going to load up. So there we go, loading the workspace. Wonderful. We're going to be using a lot of tools that we used from before and maybe one or two new ones. So like normal, going to pick the top view here, going to create a new sketch, and we're going to be using some center point circles to start. So first you're going to need the gear shaft diameter where it's going to fit. So I would say a lot of them are maybe 1.2 centimeters wide, and then we're going to do another one, which may be the outer diameter of our gear. A lot of gears, different shapes and different sizes, but we'll just start with that 6 centimeter circle there. And so we have our very simple base for our gear structure. So let's move on. We're going to make now the teeth for our gear. And so what do? We're going to come up. I have many different ways of doing this, but if I want to have one that can be size adjusted on the fly, and then I have just kind of a simpler way of doing it. First, normally I will create a line that is coming from the smaller circle here. It's going to move up. It doesn't necessarily have to interlock with the larger circle. Normally I do a little bit above, just because I want the freedom. Once I have an interlocking point with, for instance, this circle, then it will make it hard for me to resize that shape there. So we have just that simple line. Then I'm going to do another line, but I'm going to be picking the midpoint line. So this midpoint line over here is going to be able to give me the width that I need for my gear teeth. So this tooth, I'm just going to come up roughly around the center. The easiest way is to come up. When you move up along a line, you'll see a square appear. This square that's appearing right there, this is the midpoint of that line. So I like to always work kind of more in the midpoints. So I'll click with my midpoint line and I'll close it off. And I'm just going to make it, let's say, yeah, 0.6 of a centimeter, so six millimeters there. And so that is my diameter of my tooth, and this is the length or height of my tooth. And so that length of my tooth, now I'm going to make that look like a tooth. So I will do just come up, pick one of those lines, and click on the edge here. And you'll see that this kind of, if we just zoom in, you might be able to see it a bit better. There's like all of a sudden the line snaps, and this is actually meaning that it's perpendicular. If you have a look just over, you'll see that a line has appeared, and it means that it's perpendicular with this specific plane and with the center point. And so if I come down, a highlight, then this line is going to attach to our circle here. So I can just do the second one here. I'm going to highlight that corner the end of this line. We're going to come down following that dotted line until it intersects with the inner circle. And this will give me the diameter here. Now, using a new tool, we're going to do the end of our tooth, the bit that meshes. Well, when the gears mesh, we don't need them to be flat, otherwise the teeth will just jam against each other. We want there to be like uh, a nice parallel with one another, something that it doesn't grind, but it kind of like meshes together correctly. That's the word I was looking for, mesh. So we're going to come up and we're going to use a new tool. This is normally has a 3-point arc or tangent arc or these kind of center point arcs, but we're going to be using the elliptical arc tool this time. So you're going to click the center point, and then all of a sudden you can see this kind of ellipsis coming up. I'm going to select the top point of my vertical line here. And then I'm going to come down and I'm going to pick the right side. After picking the right side, you'll see it starts to go up and around. But I want to just pick the other side, and then I have now my uh, gear shape. So if I want to resize or reshape the size, then I can just click on this point and this will give me my size. And I can just size it at whatever size I would like. So if I want it to be larger than what it is right now, I'm going to say 3 centimeters and click the 3. And it will elongate the whole tooth. So I'll just bring that back down to about 2.5 centimeters, and then I have that tooth. Now we're going to use even another new tool. And this other new tool is just up here. You find it just up here. It's the circular pattern tool. This is a really useful tool. If you don't find it, it might be a linear pattern tool, or just click on the drop down arrow there on the right and pick the circular pattern tool. When you click this tool, then you can just basically click what you wish to become be created in a pattern, um, multiples of what it is. And so, for instance, right now we have 3 of this gear blades. I want more than 3, you can see. Normally, for instance, in an RC car, you have 8 or 10, but if you have one and it's broken, you're building another one, you can just have a look at it and see how many gears you have on there, how many teeth, and go in accordance with that, according also with your different sizes on there. So I think normally around 8 is the best number, and so there we have 8 teeth there. So if I click left, it will click OK, it will show me my teeth. And then if I want to create a little bit more stability, which I normally do, then I will add another center point circle. I'll click the center, I'll come up and I'll pick that joining circle right there. And in this case, that will give the extra supports. So now that we have our drawing finished, let's draw out that other dimension. First, I want to select and create a base. My base doesn't need to have these extra facets of the teeth from the gears, so I will just deselect those ones while I go around. Once I've deselected all of those ones, I'm going to come up, create the extrude function. I'm going to make it 0.5 centimeter tall, and then I want it actually to be going in the opposite direction. So I'm going to change the direction by clicking that opposite direction arrow there and click OK. Well, we have our base creating some form of structure that our gear can be based on, but now we need to extrude and bring out the teeth. And so once again, we're going to unhide our sketch so that we can select it. Click on that top section, so we're looking directly at the sketch, and then we're going to start to select what we wish to bring out our teeth there. So I'm just going to select all of those little pieces. Make sure that, yeah, you select all of them. You see here we have an extra line, these smaller sections, so you still need to also select those ones. otherwise will cause issues. Select this one. I'm going to go around and select all of them. Almost done. Last one, and that's those ones selected. Now we're going to do also that extrusion. We can leave it at, let's say, 1.5 centimeters tall, and you click the OK button. Now you see the gear teeth have been extruded. There's only one issue. These teeth may not be strong enough, especially when you're 3D printing. So if you want to add just that little bit extra material to make sure that it has enough strength, and then we can just go in, re-edit the extrusion, come down to the top down and just select these inner parts where this third circle we created was. We can click OK, and then we have that extra support material that we need. One last thing, if I come into the extrude where I created the first base, I don't want that the middle is filled because that's where the shaft will go for our gear. And so that's that. Our gear is made. I hope you know how to now use some new tools with this program, have some new ideas, but slowly, we're going to create some more interesting gears or interesting items that we can go through step by step and make more elaborate items as we go along, things that can be used in our daily life. So thank you once again for joining me. Take it steady out there, and see you all again very soon.